Oh man, that song reminds me of being a middle schooler. Middle schoolers in the room, they've seen pictures of me, so they know what I look like back in middle school, and I'm so thankful that that is in the past. But I'm truly thankful. My name's Cruz, and I have a wonderful privilege of being the middle school pastor here at the Church on the Way. Truly, they are a group of some of the best middle schoolers I've ever met. And it's been a joy to have done that for about 5 years now. And I have a group of incredible adult leaders to serve with. And it is such a great time. Now, two specific leaders I want to mention. Specifically because they have, in this season, really spoken into my life a ton. And I feel like in this devotional that I'm about to share, they really capture the heart of it. They capture the heart of what it means to speak truth and grace. They're Johnny and Viviana, if you know them. Woo. They've helped me wrestle through youth ministry, fatherhood, leadership, and honestly just what it means to follow Jesus well. And one thing I've watched them embody over and over and over again is how to speak truth and grace. They've helped show me where and how to speak out truth and grace to others. Because when you serve with middle schoolers, you encounter students struggling with their identity, with their faith, with the choices that they make, and sometimes things that are way bigger than what any middle schooler should have to carry. Our response can't simply be, hey, everything's okay, you're doing okay, everything's fine. It also can't be, what's wrong with you? We respond with truth and grace. So let me show you what the Lord has been shaping in me. Every time I read through the Gospels, the thing that sticks out for me is I love looking at how Jesus interacts with people. We have all these stories, all these moments, but how Jesus interacts with people is incredible. Specifically, the women that he interacts with, I think, is very special. There's something that has always stuck out with every moment that Jesus has this encounter with a woman. There's something about the way that Jesus can look directly at someone's mess, their shame, their brokenness, their questions, and somehow give them both truth and grace. So in John 8, we witness Jesus encountering a woman who's caught up in her sin. And we don't know the lady, but if she was caught up in sin, she probably didn't think twice about it. Or she probably didn't even think about what Jesus had to offer. This woman was caught in adultery. And the religious leaders brought her to Jesus. They weren't really interested in her. They were trying to test Jesus. They wanted to trap him. And Jesus exposes what was really happening in their hearts. He says, let any one of you who is without sin be the first to throw a stone at her. One by one they leave. Then Jesus looks at the woman and we get his response. Now, he didn't say, don't worry about it. What you did doesn't matter. He didn't say that. He also didn't say, you should be ashamed of yourself. Instead, it says, starting in verse 10, it says that Jesus stood up again and said to the woman, where are your accusers? Didn't even one of them condemn you? No, Lord, she said. And Jesus said, neither do I. Go and sin no more. Grace says, I don't condemn you. Truth says, now go and live differently. Jesus doesn't compromise truth in order to extend grace, and he doesn't withhold grace in order to uphold the truth. So what I've been wrestling with and dealing with myself as a husband, as a father, as a pastor, as a leader, is that I want to be someone who can tell the truth without crushing people. And I want to give grace without being afraid of the truth. It's easy to become people who are really good at pointing out what's wrong. It's also easy to be the people that are really good at making everyone just feel comfortable, and that's it. But Jesus shows us truth and grace belong together. They go hand in hand. Maybe you're sitting here today and you're thinking, well, I'm not a pastor. I'm not a ministry leader. I'm not working with middle schoolers. What does this have to do with me? Well, I think it has everything to do with you. Because every one of us have people in our lives who need both. You have something to give. You have a light to share. And you have people that need you in their life. You to point them to Jesus. The people in our lives are much like this particular woman who are caught up in sin, who probably don't know or maybe even want to know any better. People that don't realize that freedom starts with the truth and it's secured with grace. So my little nugget today is simple. Don't shy away from truth and grace. If we've received his truth, let's not be afraid of truth. If we've received his grace, let's not be stingy with grace. Because truth without grace can crush people, and grace without truth can leave people stuck. But when truth and grace come together, we look a little bit more like Jesus. Amen? Amen. Thank you, everybody.